Okay, I'm a little late to this. Had finals to do. Hopefully the game doesn't bug out me, but yeah, I'm just playing Death Spelunking as I do a yap sesh. Hopefully the audio isn't like recorded or anything. Just gonna, since a lot of people have been getting their college decisions this month, I thought I wanted to share my experience with the application process. It's a little funny, but for context, I was applying to 4 different universities for civil engineering. They're within 2 different college systems, so I only had to do 2 applications. One of them had an acceptance rate of like 9%, so realistically I was only getting into 3 of them. Can get that really quick. I didn't even do my local community college, just went for some of the public 4 years near me. But yeah, so stats wise, in terms of academics, I was doing decent. I would say it's not like anything crazy, but I was taking 5 AP classes. I was getting decent exam grades, but I never got by 5. So yeah. My grades were the strongest part of my application, but everything else was a little lacking. Extracurriculars, like clubs and stuff, I didn't have much in terms of that. Like, I listed chess club as part of my application, and it wasn't anything special. I was just a general member. I didn't hold any leadership positions or did anything. I was just there. I was technically part of student congress too, but that was in my 4th year. I didn't think it would help much. Also, I didn't really join clubs until my 3rd year, so a little too late to do anything. So I just listed that on my application, and I was also able to list a CAD certification. It was from one of my dual enrollment courses for engineering with my local community college. I'll do that. But from those 2, it wasn't anything crazy. In fact, it was probably on the lower end of most applicants. So it wasn't looking good for me. Then I also had to do like 4 mini essays. It was, I believe, up to like 350 words each. But I didn't have much to say for those either. I think, yeah, I wrote about subjects for 2 of them. I forgot what the 3rd one was. But I remember the 4th was something about leadership. And I was just trying to get ideas. Anything to write about. And I come with like the brightest light bulb. And I go, so what if I write about Roblox? And that's exactly what I did. I wrote about Roblox in my college application. Specifically being a Roblox, get this, Roblox Army officer. I was LARPing as a United States Army officer. Not my proudest moment, but I mean, it was the best I had. If they were gonna deny me, it would have been because I wrote about Roblox. There was no way I was getting in writing about this, but it's not like I had much of a choice. I just needed to get this done. So after that, I submit both my applications, and I just wait. I wait until February, and I started getting my decisions. I'll do this one. I get my decisions in February. I got into my safety. Next was my dream school, which I really wanted to go to because it was pretty close to home. Had a decent program from what I remember, and the vibe was. I think I would have liked the vibe overall. I never actually went there. Okay, maybe once, but that was for something else. So I opened my email up and I get waitlisted for my dream school, and yeah, I wasn't looking good. Like that kind of broke me a little because statistically I wasn't getting into the other two remaining universities because those are much more selective than what I had, what I was trying to aim for. The remaining two were the ones with the essays, extracurriculars and stuff. So yeah, wasn't really convinced about having a bright future up ahead. So I just waited for my inevitable rejection letters. Just waiting, and it didn't come until like 2 weeks later or something. And March 14 comes around. It's Pi Day. Not that it actually matters, but let me just do this. I got another email saying that my portal has been updated, or my decision has been updated. And I think to myself, oh, I probably got denied. But yeah, another part of me wanted to go, that I had a chance in getting in. Even though it was very unlikely, especially with my stats, it was not looking good. But I open it up, and I see the acceptance letter that I got in. And I sit there staring for a minute or two, just quietly going, what? To myself. Because, I mean, it was 7 p.m. I was trying to not be too loud. But I was really surprised that I even was able to bag that. It was a acceptance rate of like, what, 20-25%? Within that range. But it is one that's not a lot of people at my school will have gotten into. In fact, it's one of the top 10 public universities, last time I checked. So that is, yeah, that's something. I wasn't really expecting to get in. So I've shifted all my plans over to the the one that took me in. And then I get my last one, my last decision. I got rejected for like. Then I went to school the next day and I find out that a lot of my friends who objectively had better stats than me, better extracurriculars, got flat out rejected. And I felt like the biggest fraud at the school. Like, I didn't feel like I deserved to be accepted to the university, but okay, so I found a break room. Just gonna formulate my thoughts in here again because I didn't really want to do it while I was playing stuff. But yeah, I'm convinced that the admissions officer that found I looked at my application, just took me in because I wrote about being a Roblox army officer. Yeah, it's going okay so far. I mean, the professors are okay. I would have liked for them to teach it a little better. Hopefully next quarter isn't as bad, because last quarter was a bit of a mess. Otherwise, that's basically it. Moral of the story: write about Roblox in college applications. Maybe don't, actually. Primarily because, I mean, I had a special circumstance as for why I did write about Roblox. I mean, I was doing stuff for one of my groups, and it was a little different. It was unique. But I wouldn't write about it if you were just playing games all day. And just, yeah, I wouldn't. I don't have much else to say. I just wanted to share this. Yeah, like, subscribe, do whatever. I don't care. I'll see you guys later.